Who's your gardener here? Hello YouTube. Hope everybody's doing well. Brought you out here to the garden today. I'm going to try and do a short video here. I have been working doubles, going on 3 weeks now. And I have not had time to come out and do anything in the garden. So, I leave the house at 6 o'clock in the morning and I don't get home until almost midnight every night. And so I'm going to give you a garden tour of what it looks like when you haven't been able to maintain the garden. And I'm going to show you a few things, just kind of a basic garden tour. It's September the 17th. 2020, and I'm just going to give you kind of a walk around here. So last weekend when I was off, I canned a mess of pole beans. I'm still getting pole beans. I want you to see here. Still getting beans, man. I mean, they're just everywhere. And they're just loaded. Starting to get some towards the top now. Remember I told you they start usually at the bottom when you top them like that, and then you'll get a flush of vegetables down here, and then the next flush will be a little higher. These guys, I will have to say, when I bought these are the rattlesnake pole beans. In the verbiage when I bought it, it said that they were stringless. They are not stringless. You do have to string them. And if you've ever done string beans versus just your regular snap beans, and I know my mother was telling me back in the day, they all used to be string beans. That's why they called them string beans. It takes longer to sit and snap and string a set of beans simply because you got to take the string out. But that being said, my word, these things have been prolific. And I mean, they have, I can't even tell you how many canners of beans I have done. I'm over 100 quarts, I think my wife said the other day we're like 120 quarts of beans already just this year off of just these beans. And my I had some Roma 2s there, and I pulled them up, but they are still loaded here in September. And like I said, the topping the beans works. It really does work. I've got beans in multiple stages and clusters, and so guess what I'm going to have to do this weekend? Actually, probably tomorrow. I don't have a night class tomorrow, so I will probably be doing green beans tomorrow. Just so happens I had my class do some online stuff tonight, so I didn't actually have them on campus. Something I need to do is this. These are carrot seeds, and I need to get over here and harvest these clusters. I've already got a batch downstairs on the drying rack, drying. This was a sugar baby watermelon. This one here, the bugs had gotten to it. I think there's 2 more little ones in there. I don't know if anything will come of them. Empty. That's where the Roma 2 beans were. Got some more of these watermelons. They kind of sprawled inside and then they sprawled outside. And then the other side of the pole beans. So, like I said, I haven't been out here to do any gardening, anything, what people would say, maintenance. I haven't done anything in the last 3 weeks. All I've done is every weekend I come home, I pick beans, I can them. I picked tomatoes and canned them. and so forth. So now we're over here to the large bed. These are my fall beans. These are a bush type bean, and they are doing well. They got blooms all over them. I was coming out here to see if I had any actual beans yet. Oh, I do have some little ones starting, so probably next weekend I'll start putting those up. These beans I will be these are a Kentucky Blue Lake bean, stringless. I will be stringing these to dry. We call them leather britches, or dry beans, but they have a totally different flavor when you rehydrate them and then you cook them. We love them. They're delicious. So I'll just string these up, and I'll probably do a video on that and show you guys how to do it. It's not hard, but they've got beans coming on everywhere too, looks like. That's good. All right, that's the boxes. It's my composter thing. I never really been happy with it. I need to put more holes in it. I believe that's the problem. There's not enough air. Okay, so no maintenance. You're probably looking at this going, good Lord, look at that mess. Well, these are potatoes. These are fall crop of potatoes. And I've got my rhubarb here. First year rhubarb. And I haven't pulled from it. I haven't taken from it. Everything I've read said, let it develop, let it first year, don't take anything from it. But I've got stalks down in there that are that big around. They're just massive. So I'm gonna do what they said and just let them be. Now here we go. We got some bell peppers. They're doing well. I've had several of them off of here already. They're doing a whole lot better. They'll get sunburnt, and that's what's happened. Like here, see that? That's where it's gotten sunburnt, and it's actually cooked that side of the pepper. So this is a hot pepper from my baby sister, brought me back from Italy, and they are warm little peppers. I'm not certain what they are, but they're hot ones. And these are all sweet peppers down through here, and they are just loaded. I need to get them harvested. Okay, so here we go. I'm stepping into the garden, and I'm just going to let you look around here. Now, I haven't been out here to do anything in 3 weeks. This is what's left over of a watermelon plant. I haven't done anything with him yet. Large area that I'm walking through here. That's the only set of weeds. I got a few here, and I've got this, and I'll be doggone if them thistles ain't trying to come back. But out of 3 weeks, man, nobody could complain about not that many weeds, I bet I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeds in 3 weeks of not touching them. This layered system, or this lasagna gardening type system, is really, really good. When you don't have, I have not pulled any weeds I take that back. Right here I pulled a few. When I pulled up the I had some spaghetti squash here. I pulled those up after they were done, and there was a few bit of weeds there, and I pulled them up. That's it. That's all I've pulled. Step back and let you guys see my tomatoes are starting to I'm backing up. I'm trying to make sure I don't fall here. They're starting to dwindle down. Look, all these down here that have just dropped because I haven't been able to get to them. And we've been eating off of them. Every weekend that I'm home, my wife goes out and picks stuff. Tomatoes, I've got some late blight going on. I wasn't able to get out here and get working on them, but I want to show you they're still producing. I mean, these dudes have gone like gangbusters. Now I'm just walking through here slow. Now when I first put this thing together, people, I could stand up in it and still have maybe, I don't know, 6 inches over my head. And now I'm crouching down because it is so full of tomatoes. It had the arch is holding it. Don't get me wrong, the arch is holding it. But it is so full of tomatoes that it is starting to push it down. My word, my word. So I got my work cut out for me this weekend. Here's a look on the outside. A lot of tomatoes on the inside now. They were, you can see how they grew up to the top, and they started going the other side. And then I've got shoots. It got to where I couldn't get to them, and so now I've just got suckers and everything going on here. This plant is from the other side, so it has grown all the way from over there over to here. Ain't quite made it to the bottom yet, not quite. These are 16-foot cattle panels, if that tells you anything. That tells me that from over there on that side, that tomato plant has grown all the way up and over, and it has almost made it to the other side here. So we'll have to be doing some tomatoes. We'll have to be doing some green beans. Like I said, I've already done a whole mess of stuff. But I wanted to bring you out and show you what it looks like in this lasagna type gardening system. And this year, I went straw this year. Next year I'm going hay, and alternating between hay and straw, putting green material back on when you can, grass. I've got grass under this already. That's why I went with straw this year. So by the time this decays and rots down next season, I will be ready for something green. So I will be putting on hay this next season. I'm going to try to sneak in before it gets cold and put some manure on here. So I have some 4-H people that I've been friends with for years. They have, they've got sheep. And sheep make some really good fertilizer. So I usually go down. They've got it in 3 stages. They've got the fresh stuff, and then they've got stuff that's about halfway, and then stuff that's really old. And I like to get a mixture of the really old and the halfway stuff. And it works really, really well to amend the garden with. So, all right. Like I said, just wanted to do a walk around the old garden. I haven't been able to maintain it. And legit, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeds to pull. And that's it. Potatoes are doing really well. They look great. Of course, if there was any weeds in that, they're all shaded out anyways. And my raised beds over here, once again, I do have a few small weeds in here. Just got some down here by the onions, a little bit of clover. And I've got this critter, I don't know what this thing is, but See if I can pull him out of there. Well, he goes way back. There it is. It's like a creeping Charlie almost. Carrots are doing good. I haven't checked them yet. Still got lettuces coming on. Get in here and see if we can check one of these. Yeah, we still got some time on them. It's still early though. Still early. All right. I'm just trying to keep my head above water and keep afloating, people. All right, hope y'all are doing well. Stay safe, and Lord bless. If you like the content, I appreciate it if you just give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon. And you all have a wonderful day. Lord bless.